All right, so today we're going to be talking about least common multiple, also known as LCM. So the least common multiple is the least of the common multiples of two or more numbers. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to find the least common multiple by the ladder method. In class, we might find the least common multiple by listing the multiples of the two numbers or more numbers, but in the video, I'm going to show you the ladder method. So to find the LCM, use the ladder method to take out prime numbers that divide evenly from at least two numbers. So let's, for example, 12 and 18. I want to find the LCM of 12 and 18. So we need to think about a prime number that can go into both. Well, they're both even, so let's start with 2. And then I'm going to divide. So 2 into 12 goes 6. 2 into 18 goes 9. Okay? I notice that 6 and 9 are composite, so I have to find another number that goes in. 2 goes into 6, but not 9, so 3 can go into both. So I'm going to do this again. So 3 into 6 goes twice, and 3 into 9 goes 3 times. So if you notice, 2 and 3, nothing else can go into 2 and 3. So what am I going to do is I'm going to circle all these numbers, and I'm going to multiply them. So I'm going to take 2 times 3 times 2 times 3, and I should get 36. So the least common multiple, or the LCM, of 12 and 18 is 36. Okay? So you have to remember that LCM makes an L. You see how I circle these numbers on the outside of the L? It makes an L, okay, for a least common multiple. Let's do least common multiple for 4, 20, and 18. So what prime number goes in all of them? Well, they're all even, so 2 can go in all of them. 2 into 4 goes 2 times. 2 into 20 goes 10 times. And 2 into 18 goes 9 times. Okay? But I'm not going to stop there because I know that 2 can go into 2 and 10. So remember that if you look back over here, it says you're going to take out prime numbers that divide evenly from at least two numbers. So even though I got 3 here, at least two numbers have to work, okay? So I can use 2 again, and 2 into 2 is 1, 2 into 10 is 5. I know 2 can't go into 9, but we're just going to rewrite the 9, okay? So the two numbers from 2, 10, and 9, the only numbers that 2 can go into is 2 and 10. And so remember that LCM makes an L. And I'm going to multiply 2 times 2 times 5 times 9. Now I know there's a 1 there, but really anything times 1 is by itself, so I don't have to really put the 1 there. And 2 times 2 times 5 times 9 is going to be 180. So the LCM of 4, 20, and 18 is 180. All right, let's try some together. Find the LCM of 8 and 12. So again, I'm going to use the ladder method. I'm going to draw my upside down division sign. I'm going to place 8 and 12. And then I'm going to think of a number that can go into both 8 and 12 that's prime. So they're both even, so let's try 2. 2 and 8 goes 4 times. 2 into 12 goes 6. I can keep going because both can be divisible by 2 again. 2 and 4 goes twice. 2 and 6 goes 3 times. And I'm going to stop there because 2 and 3, nothing else can go into both 2 and 3. So again, LCM makes an L. Okay? And what am I going to do with all these numbers that make the L is I'm going to multiply them. So 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 your LCM is going to be 24. So 24 is the LCM, or least common multiple, of 8 and 12. All right, let's try this method with 3 numbers. So I'm going to place the 3 numbers into the upside down division box. Then I'm going to find a number that can go into both all of 4, 16, and 64. So they're all even, so 2 can go in all of them. So 2 and a 4 goes twice, 2 and a 16 goes 8, 2 and a 64 goes 32 times. Okay, I can keep going because all of them can be divisible by 2. So 2 into 2 is 1, 2 into 8 is 4, 2 into 32 is 16. Now, I can keep going because I have to have at least 2 numbers that can be divisible by a common number. Okay? So even though I have a 1 here, 4 and 16 can still be divisible by 2. So since 2 can't go into 1, I just rewrite that 1. 2 into 4 goes twice. 2 and 16 goes 8 times. Okay? I look at my list again, 1, 2, and 8. I still can divide 2 into all of the 2 and 8, except for 1, obviously. Okay? But you have to have at least 2 numbers. So 2, I'm just going to recopy the 1. 2 into 2 goes once. Then 2 into 8 goes 4 times. Okay? And then I'm going to circle all my numbers along the L. Okay? And then I'm going to multiply them. Okay? So I have 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 4. Okay? So I'm going to put it up here. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 4 is what I'm going to multiply. So 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. 8 times 2 is 16. 16 times 4 is 64. So the LCM of 4, 16, and 64 is 64. Okay? All right, so that was least common multiple, how to find the least common multiple using the ladder method. Now we're actually going to apply the ladder method when we're talking about LCM word problems. Okay? So there is a few keywords or situations that you have to look for in order to know it's an LCM word problem. What LCM problems will be asking you in a problem? So about an event that is or will be repeated. Okay? Something that occurs over and over again. Okay? Is an LCM problem. To purchase or get multiple items in order to have enough. To figure out when something will happen again at the same time. Okay? So those are key words that let you know if it's an LCM problem. Key things that's going on in the problem. All right? So let's look at example number 1. Ben exercises every 12 days and Isabel every 8 days. Ben and Isabel both exercise today. How many days will it be until they exercise together again? All right? So this is a situation when I want to know the next time they're going to be exercising on the same day. So it's an LCM problem. Okay? So I'm going to find the LCM of 8 and 12. I want to know when the next day, or how many days will it be until they exercise together again. So 8 and 12. What goes in 8 and 12 is 2. 2 and 8 is 4. 2 and a 12 is 6. I can keep going. 2 and a 4 goes twice. 2 and a 6 goes 3 times, and I can stop. So remember when LCM it makes an L. And I'm going to multiply 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. And that will tell me what is the common multiple of, least common multiple of 8 and 12. So least common multiple of 8 and 12 is 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, 8 times 3 is 24. So in 24 days, that is when they will exercise together again. Okay? So I want to know the next time they're going to be exercising together again. Okay? All right, number 2. Donovan is buying hot dogs for a class picnic. Hot dogs are sold in packages of 10. Hot dog buns are sold in packages of 8. What is the smallest number of hot dogs and buns Donovan can buy to have an equal number of each? So in this situation, it looks like you are purchasing multiple items in order to have enough. So in this situation, you got hot dogs and you have hot dog buns. So every hot dog has to have a bun with it. So I want to make sure I have the same number of hot dogs and the same number of buns. So this is an LCM problem. I'm going to find the LCM of 8 and 10. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put 8 and 10 in my upside down division box. What prime number goes into 8 and 10? That's 2. 2 and 8 is 4. 2 and 10 is 5. Okay? And so I'm done because nothing else can go into 4 and 5. So LCM makes an L. Okay? And I'm going to multiply 2 times 4 times 5, and that gives me 40. Okay? So that's the first question I'm asking. What is the smallest number of hot dogs and buns I'm going to buy? So he's going to end up with 40 hot dogs and 40 buns. Okay? So, but then I want to know, the second question asks me, how many of each package must he buy? Okay? So if I got 40 hot dogs, and I know that hot dogs are going to be coming in hot dogs are sold in packages of 10. Well, 40 hot dogs divided by 10 in a package will give me 4 packs of hot dogs. Okay? And then for the buns, if I know that I'm buying 40 buns, and I know that hot dog buns are sold in packages of 8, I'm just going to do 40 divided by 8 gives me 5 packs of buns. Okay? So this was the LCM, least common multiple notes, using the ladder method and applying the ladder method to LCM word problems.